Stephen Cooley, and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. We have beautiful homes for sale in your area. We also have all the homes available on my website at stephencooley.com. So visit us on the web. On today's show, we're going to have Corey Henson with Allstate, and we're going to answer all your homeowner insurance questions. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back.
This presentation of the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show is sponsored by South Carolina Bank and Trust. We believe in South Carolina.
Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley, and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. On today's show, it's an honor to have Corey Henson with Allstate Insurance.
Thanks for having me.
Corey is our expert for the Real Estate Show on insurance, and you're my personal insurer, and do a great job for our clients and customers, I'd like to say.
Thank you.
If you buy a home and you have a loan on your home, you have to have the home insured.
Correct.
And so in every closing, there's an insurance policy there in place to not only pay the bank back for the money they loaned on the home, but hopefully if something happens to the house, to fully replace the home too.
Correct.
Everyone's looking for a deal right now on everything they buy. So they're shopping insurance policies also.
You got it.
Tell me about that.
You got it. Well, basically, it's important right now with the current market. A lot of people are buying homes for, say, less than what they would typically purchase them for in a up market.
Right.
And you'll see someone buy a home. It could be $1 million home, and they could buy it for $400,000. And it's very important from an insurance standpoint that you insure that home for the actual cost it's going to take to rebuild it.
Right. So if you buy it for $400 and your loan's $350, you want to insure it for what it's going to cost if it burns down, or you're just going to end up with what the new construction for $350,000 would do, which is not the home you're currently living in.
You got it. And the insurance value for the actual dwelling of that home is typically up to that amount.
Mm-hmm.
So if for some reason you have it overinsured, that's not good either. You really want to talk to a licensed professional that's going to, and preferably locally, that's going to know the market, that can actually know what it's going to take to rebuild that home exactly. So,
absolutely. Other than the normal homeowners policy, we have people moving here from California. We have people moving here from Florida, Tennessee. Just had a lot of flooding. So I'm always asked, what more insurance should we get? So are you seeing people get flood insurance here, earthquake insurance, and other riders on top of the current policy?
We are. Of course, with the current situation, when you start seeing more flooding, you get more questions about flood insurance.
Right.
Flood insurance is a federal program that's offered by the federal government, and it is a very important coverage if it concerns you. A lot of times, a lot of banks may not mandate the coverage to go along with the mortgage coverage,
right,
but it's still important to look at and talk with your licensed insurance professional about the importance of that coverage and whether you feel comfortable having it or not. If you don't have it, chances are you could be in the majority in your area if something were to flood or something were to happen, but a lot of times it's not the best place to be.
Absolutely. And earthquake insurance too. It's just a decision you make on whether you think that we're going to have earthquakes in this area.
Correct. And just as you know, there was one in Charleston recently that just happened on that. So earthquakes are an issue out there, and it's important to have the right professional you feel comfortable talking with to give you that honest assessment of whether it's a concern for you or not.
If I'm looking for the least expensive homeowner's policy that I can get to cover my home, higher deductibles, what are some things that I can do to make that policy less expensive?
Yes, I would highly recommend sitting down with your licensed advisor and making sure that you talk to that individual about the amount you have your policy insured for, making sure you're getting all the discounts. Very, very, very important. Discounts are changing out there. And also, like you were saying with the deductible. Deductible is a very important part of the policy, and chances are if you just increase that deductible one level, you can really get a large amount of savings in that.
I would imagine a homeowner's insurance policy and a health policy deductibles are similar. You shouldn't take it so high that you can't afford to do the repair, because then you can't fix your house. So if $1,000 won't break you, then $1,000 is a good deductible. If $2,000 won't break you, then maybe $2,000 is a good deductible.
Correct. And you really don't want to think of it like an auto policy. An auto policy is built typically with smaller deductible amounts because it's going to be more frequent that you would use it. Right. A homeowner's insurance policy is really built for those catastrophic type situations, like your tornadoes, your hurricanes, and those type of things, when you really need it.
Absolutely. And Corey, I know people can get home loans online now. They can get insurance online now. It is very important for people to be able to talk to their insurance provider. Yes. And if I do have a claim, I want someone I can call and say, is it better to call in this claim, or is it better just to fix it? Are my rates going to go up? those type things, then that's more important than ever, isn't it?
You got it. And what we're seeing in the overall insurance industry is that people are going online not necessarily to purchase. What they're doing is going to educate themselves. Very important. I highly recommend to the viewers out there, take a look online, educate yourself, so that way when you go to talk to your professional, your licensed insurance agent, you can be knowledgeable about how the conversation is going to go, so it's not all one-sided. So it's very, very, very important when going online, educate yourself, go through the policy with your agent, and make sure it's tailored exactly to what you need.
Clear this up for me. Two people go buy the same home. Their insurance pricing is totally different, because what people don't realize is how many claims that person has had in the past.
Correct.
Maybe that home has had in the past.
Correct.
Also, credit ratings and things it's just a formula, isn't it?
It is. It is. There's a lot of factors that go into the rating of an insurance policy. One of the big factors is the overall, technically you call it insurance scoring. It's basically a way that they can go in and look at the overall credit history of an individual, and they can weight the policy that way. But one of the big factors is claims.
Yeah, so on another property in another past life, if you've had a bunch of claims, then you're going to be more expensive on the new house too, probably.
Typically, most insurance companies only weight that for roughly a 3 to 5 year period, but after that it's kind of expunged.
All right, gotcha. Great information, and you do an excellent job for me and our clients. Corey, let's tell folks how to reach you at Allstate.
They can reach me here in Rock Hill at 329-4100, or I can be reached in Fort Mill at 548-7700.
Thanks for being on today's show. Please stay tuned for more houses for sale in your area. We'll be right back.